Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue our recitation from Suhi Mahla Chautha, composition of Guru Ramdas Ji. Jinke Antar vasya mera har. Jinke Antar, within the interior mind of those, vasya, settled, taken residency, mera har, har actually, my har. We'll see what har means. Tinke sab rog gavaye. Tinke sab rog. All of their afflictions are eradicated. Te mukta bhaye, they are liberated. Who are they? Jin har naam te aaya. Just emphasizing the first part of the first line. Jin har naam te aaya and jinke antar vasya mera har. They are free. They are liberated. Tin pavit param pad paaye. That is the supreme spiritual state. So first off, antarvasya refers to a noetic quality, the interiority of the mind. It's not something outside. Vasya means to settle or indwell. And this is suggestive of a tranquil, settled mind, because we are saying here that Antar is the mind. So a settled mind is the result of Har being resident there. And so Sabarog being eradicated tells us that all suffering is rooted in a fragmented mind. And when ultimate wisdom takes dynamic residency, then only the chaotic oscillations of the mind or psyche cease. And the Har here is representative or signifies the register of ultimate wisdom. Elsewhere in Gurbani, this phrase clarifies this cross-reference. Naam padarth man vasai, Nanak Sahaj samay. Sahaj, that state of tranquility. So Har is that wisdom. So the thing is, when the mind is attuned to its own wisdom, it becomes pavit, pure. Te mukta bhaye jin har naam dhaya tin pavit param pad paaye, meaning it frees itself from duality. Because that maya moho, this duality, the emotional attachment and psychic illusions that we have, that is the root cause. A settled, harmonious mind naturally becomes free of attachment. So to be mukt is to be free from this attachment. And what is it that gets attached? We will find in the Rahau that it is Haume that gets attached. Haume is the source. Mere Ram har jan arog bhaye. This is a declaration that those who are servants of the Har, meaning who serve wisdom, who are driven by wisdom, they are free from suffering. How do they serve wisdom? Gur bachani jina japaya. So Gur bachani, listening to the instruction of the Gur. Gur bachani. That is the key. And you will see then that Gur bachani is really Haranam te aaya. It's the same thing. It's this different registers of the same thing. So there is a binary that is being defined here between the diseased state of haume and the healthy state of awareness. And Guru Bachani, to live by the Guru's word, it is that cognitive act where the ego surrenders to higher wisdom. So it makes Gurbachani Lagna is identical to Harnam Dhyaya. Haume, it is that illusion of separate doership. That is the disease. That is the psychological pathogen. The moment you shift away from that, you will automatically be cured of your disease. Brahma Bisana Mahadeo Tragun Rogi Vich Haume Kar Kamai Jin Kiye Tise Na Chetah Bapade Har Gurmukh Soji Pai. So here Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv are said to be afflicted by the same disease, Tragun Rogi. They perform their actions in ego, which haume kar kamai. They are wretched, bapade. They do not remember the oneness, the one that created them. Through the Guru, one becomes a Gurmukh, basically. So Brahma, Mahesh, Vishnu, we ought to be careful in not taking these as simply historical or mythological figures, because what is happening here is that the mind, the human psyche, is being mapped internally using these figures as archetypes. So Brahma is the creator, which denotes the mind, and Brahma is restless. It's the thought-generating factory of the mind, ego identity, born of the lotus, but falls in love and becomes attached to its own mental creations. That's the myth. So Brahma denotes one aspect of the mind. Vishnu is the preserver. Here it denotes the persistence of conditioning, habit loops, preservation of toxic attachments, or to this duality. And Shiva, who otherwise is the destroyer, so to speak, denotes the mind's defensive, destructive mechanisms. So these highly powerful mental faculties become utterly helpless and diseased, papare, when infected with the sense of haume. They operate under the illusion that they are independent agents. So these are all dimensions of the mind. Haume rog sab jagat beapya. Now, this is something that catches everyone. Tinko janama maran dukh pari. What it is saying here is that ego afflicts everyone, is universal. But for those for whom it becomes vyapya, real, they are burdened by a vacillating mind. And the vacillating mind is described here as janama marana dukha pari. It is a heavy burden. It is the janama marana, the agonizing psychological cycle, where the ego is constantly inflating and deflating from moment to moment. And this oscillation, which is endless, creates immense existential suffering. Dukkha pari. So surface level solutions cannot wash away this deep-seated cognitive imprint. It is extremely rare, virla ko, for an individual to gain real internal insight and break free. Gur prasadi ko virla chute. This is Janako Haum Balihari. I'm beholden to that rare individual who's able to master these tendencies of the mind. And now in the concluding, the resolution, shifting from the exhausting stress of personal control to a profound relief of divine surrender. Your inner Brahma does not need to micromanage, create, or worry, because the underlying wisdom, Jinshist Saji, already knows how exactly to sustain the ecosystem. So Jinshist Saji, Soi Har Jane, that Har is the creator, that Har is the preserver and the destroyer. It knows how the system works. Taka Roop Aparo, and it is too big to measure. Nanak, Ape Vek Har Big Se, Gurmukh Brahma Vicharo, Ape Vek. The Gurmukh engages in contemplation and sees its true nature. And then the mind transitions from an anxious participant to a detached, joyful witness. Vekahar Bigsa. Observing the rise and fall of the noetic inner core. This is the practice of the Gurmukh, mindful self-inquiry. Gurmukh Brahm Vicharo. That is the bridge. So that is how cognitive restructuring happens. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.